is Sachin Shelar. I am faculty in Electric Engineering Department of AISSMS Institute of Information Technology. And in today's session, I'll be discussing about commercial energy production as a part of energy audit and management subject of third year of electric engineering. So let's start with commercial energy production. There are three parts of it. First part, coal-based energy production. Second one is oil-based energy production, and third is a gas production. So commercial energy is normally produced mainly by these three sources. We will see one by one each source. Let's start with coal. So the figure here depicts how coal is formed. So right from here, as the time passes, it goes from peat, the heat is added, the pressure is added, which is getting converted to lignite, and as more and more time, pressure and heat is there, we get a finally coal. This is the most abundant and geographically dispersed fossil fuel, and by the source of BP Statistical Review of World Energy, the coal reserve is almost 1069 billion tons worldwide reserve at the end of year 2019, and it is estimated that it would last for more than 132 years if the production and the consumption were to continue at the rate. And let's take a glance of total coal reserve by country end of 2019. I have selected a few countries. So the highest is USA, which is having share of 23.3%, and with the production and reserve rate of USA, it is estimated that it will last for them for next 390 years. Next is the Russian Federation, which has 15.2% share total, and 369 year is the estimation. Coming to China, it has almost 13.2% of the share of the total coal available worldwide, and as their production rate is very high, you can see that it is going to last only for 37 years. Then Australia, one of the biggest exporter for the coal, and also one of India is also taking coal from Australia and Indonesia. So Australia is 13.9% of total, and almost 294 years is the prediction. Coming to our India, we have 9.9% share of the total worldwide coal reserve available, and with our current production, it is going to last for next 140 years. Of course, due to energy conservation, greenhouse gases and all this, we are expecting that coal production or the use of coal should be reduced. Let's see how these things happens in coming years. And coming to the world, if we have 100% total, and with the current reserve and production, it is estimated that it is going to last for next 132 years. Let's see the coal production by region and coal consumption by region. So this graph shows the coal production in different regions like Asia Pacific. You can see Asia Pacific is the highest coal production, while the consumption also similarly high, and similarly it is showing Africa in red. Then there is a Middle East, then there is a Europe and North America. So this is how the production versus consumption looks. The unit is in exajoules. So from 0 to 180 exajoules it is shown. Again, the source is BP Statistical Review of World Energy 2020. Let's move on to oil. So the process of formation of oil is an interesting one. Tiny sea plants and animals were died and were buried on the ocean floor, and over the time they were covered by layers of sleet and sand. Then over millions of years the remains were buried deeper and deeper. The enormous heat and pressure turned them into oil and gas. So this is the way it can be seen here. And lastly, today we are able to drill down the layers of sand and rock to reach the rock formations that contain oil and gas and deposits. So this is how oil is taken out. So let's see how much oil is remaining. So 1733.9 billion barrels is the worldwide reserve again at the end of year of 2019, and at the current rate it is estimated that it would last for next 49.9 years if the production and the consumption were to continue at the same rate. Total oil reserve by country, again it's an interesting table. If you can see, Venezuela is topping the list with 17.5% share, and of course everyone knows that Venezuela is not using that much oil, so the production and reserve ratio makes them last for next 500 years. Of course they are exporting it. Next is a Saudi Arabia, 17.2, and as they are exporting and using it, 68.9 years is the estimated one. Canada is 9.8, which is having 82.3 years as a reserve to production ratio, while China 1.5% and 18.7. Coming to India, it is only 0.3% of the total world reserve of the oil, and it is going to last only for 15.5. So we are heavily dependent on other countries, and this is where the concept of energy security is important, and that's why India or any country which is not having sufficient energy resource, they must try to find out some other resource which is abundant in their country. Coming to world, if you see 100% total, it is going to last with the current reserve and production for next 49.9 years only. It's an alarming thing. So another interesting graph for the oil, production by region and consumption by region. So here you can see Asia Pacific, here it's very less, but it is interesting to see that their consumption is high. So that means they are importing. So here you can see Middle East, the production is very high, but consumption is not that much because the many things they are going to export it to other countries. So likewise, some other graphs are also seen here. So North America you can see here, but here there is a high consumption. Again, the source is BP Statistical Review of World Energy 2020, and the unit here used is million barrels daily. Let's move on to natural gas. So natural gas is picking up very fast, and the current reserve, that is 198.8 trillion cubic meters, is estimated worldwide reserve at the end of year 2019, and with the current rate of usage it is estimated that 49.8 years will be the availability of this gas. Let's see the table. So here Russia Federation is topping the list, 19.1%, and it will last for 50.9 years. Iran is next, 16.1, which is going to last 131.1. If you see China, it has 4.2% share, while it's going to last for 47.3. And coming to India, it is 0.7% of the total, while that is going to last for next 49.4 years, and worldwide the estimation is next 49.8 years. So this is how this is an interesting mix of energy review, and energy conservation is must if we want to see that these kind of reserves are going to last more and more, and energy efficiency is also one of the key. So next graph is the natural gas graph for production by region versus consumption by region. So here the unit uses billion cubic per meters. So more or less the whichever region is producing, the similar consumption graph is seen here.